the Alanta child murders, even after 45 years of just not knowing. Who's in?
Today, we're diving into a story that's a truly unsettling chapter in American history. It's about a city completely paralyzed by terror, a scientific breakthrough that changed forensics, and one single question that has haunted an entire community for more than 40 years.
One man was convicted, the killing stopped cold, so the case was officially closed, right? So what on earth could have happened to make Atlanta's mayor reopen this incredibly painful wound decades down the road?
A full-blown modern forensic reinvestigation. The goal was actually pretty simple: use the power of today's DNA technology to get the truth for these families who've been waiting a lifetime for real answers.
To really get why this case still has such a powerful grip on the city, you have to go back to when the nightmare first started, back to a time when parents were terrified to let their own kids play outside.
This was a 22-month-long reign of terror. It all started in July of '79, and throughout 1980, the disappearances just kept escalating. And get this, it took 16 long months for the FBI to officially step in and help. The nightmare only seemed to end in June of 1981, when an arrest was finally made, and just like that, the killing stopped.
And the pattern of who was being targeted, it was terrifyingly specific. Every single one of the victims was African American. 22 of them were just kids under the age of 17. They were vanishing, sometimes in broad daylight, from public places, and their bodies were later found dumped in these isolated, wooded areas. The official response from law enforcement was just tragically slow, and a lot of people believed, and still believe, it was because the victims were poor and black. The Committee to Stop Children's Murders started demanding action that the authorities really started to take it seriously.
How did they finally catch a break? It was something microscopic, evidence that would basically pioneer a whole new way of solving crimes.
Wayne Williams was never actually tried or convicted for murdering a single one of the children. He was convicted for the murder of 2 adults, Nathaniel Cater and Jimmy Ray Payne. After that conviction, law enforcement basically held a press conference, declared him responsible for the rest of the murders, and just closed the books on all those kids' cases without ever taking them to trial. The entire case against Wayne Williams was built on what's called circumstantial evidence. There was no traditional smoking gun, so the prosecutors had to weave together this chain of inferences, connecting all these microscopic pieces of evidence to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt.
Have you heard the word? thepolicerecord.com/invite/LJLP. Get you some discountage over there at thepolicerecord.com.